Hello everyone, now you will hear a fast recap of the movie Cry Me a Sad River. Enjoy watching. High school student. I woke up with severe stomach pain and complained to her mother, but she does not even listen to her. The woman complains about the expensive school uniform. Yale lives next door to Keeming, a nice guy who helps her whenever possible. Yale saw how school children tormented a girl named Xiaomi. In the entire school, Yao is the only one without a uniform, which makes her feel like a black sheep. To find out the cause of the pain, the girl turned to the internet. The verdict is disappointing: genital herpes or venereal warts. Xiaomi transferred to Yao's school and the girls accepted her well. They asked a classmate to take a photo of them. Why is her uniform different? She is poor, go ahead and take a photo. The new girl constantly remembers how she was bullied and realizes that Yao may be experiencing similar problems. But for some reason the girl doesn't want to talk to her. She liked Keeming right away. He's considered a local handsome guy. Everyone is surprised that he hangs out with this poor girl. Keeming actually likes another girl, Song Shangtru. He accidentally hit her with a bouquet during the award ceremony. And then it turned out that Song Shang is allergic to pollen. At that time, Yao was seeing a gynecologist. The doctor said that everything was pretty serious. Usually this infection is transmitted sexually. Doctor, nothing happened, I've never had sex. Indirect infection is also possible, for example when visiting a public sauna. The treatment is expensive, 500 yuan for one session of laser therapy. The course consists of 5 procedures plus ointments. So it all needs to get a lot of money somewhere. The girl burst into tears in the hospital elevator. A stranger tried in vain to calm her down. Keeming apologized to Song, but now he has to justify himself to her twin brother. It's his fault, you're the killer. I caught you and with evidence. Anyway, there was no romance song. She took his sister Song home. Yao complained to her mother that she wasn't feeling well, but she wasn't going to get any sympathy from that woman. Do you want to shake money out of me? Find a better reason. Fever, stomachache. Does your butt hurt, by the way? She won't buy a new uniform either. Kevin tries to understand what's going on with his neighbor. She's always sad and tearful. To cheer up his friend, Keeming gave her his bouquet. His mother doesn't like that. Her straight-A student son spends time with their gloomy neighbor. Song Shi was staring at that whiny girl from the elevator, so the teacher made him stand until the end of the lesson. Samaya was late for class, which is why the new girl did not have time to read her poem to the class. Xiaomi invited the excellent student to go to karaoke with her. He reluctantly agreed in the evening. Keeming was about to go to a party, but suddenly his girlfriend lost consciousness right in front of him. Keeming drove Yao to the hospital and spent the whole evening by her bed. He paid for the call not to postpone and asked his girlfriend not to worry about money. No one had ever cared about Yao as much as her neighbor. Xiaomi was waiting for Keeming at karaoke all this time, but the young man only called to say that he would not come. He would stay with Yao to help his girlfriend. Siming stole money from his father's wallet. Xiaomi continues to hang around Yao, but not out of good intentions. She is jealous of Siming of this girl. After class, the guy handed Yao a few bills. But the schoolgirl only got angry. She does not need the stolen money, but Song Shang approached the guy to establish a relationship with him. Xiaomi spies on Xiao to find out more about her. On the way, she encountered guys from her old school, and she hurried away from there. In the evening, Yao secretly came to a cheap venereal disease clinic and bought the necessary drugs there. Unfortunately, Xiaomi still tracked her down and immediately took a compromising photo at the threshold of the hospital. The news that Yao has a venereal disease instantly spread throughout the school apparently. She leads a promiscuous sex life. Gossip launched a wave of bullying and harassment. Yao can no longer calmly eat in the cafeteria or just walk down the hallway. She is pelted with garbage and doused with all sorts of nasty things. One day, Yao's backpack was thrown into some swamp. The girl made up her mind for a long time to get it out, and when she finally went into the water, then she forcibly threw her out onto the shore. The guy decided that she was up to no good, so he hurried to save the girl. I couldn't drown in such shallow water. You should have sat down. Sun Shi convinces Yao that any problem can be solved and she shouldn't despair. I wonder if this will count towards my admission to the university. Is that possible? The two finally met Sun. She suggested that the girl skip school tomorrow and eat hot dogs instead. Sun. She spent the whole day with Yao. He doesn't believe the rumors because gossip is constantly circulating at school, and he doesn't even listen to the teachers, let alone his classmates. Yao admitted that she really is sick. That's not why you got infected. Of course, Yao didn't do anything like that. She's not guilty yet, Sun. She hits on the girl as best she can, and also gives advice on how to deal with bullying. The best option is to fight back. Once a classmate stuck chewing gum to Yao's hair, she cut off a strand of her own and stuck it to the brat's hair. The rude boy was already intimidated by Sunsi. Xiaomi threw a ball at Yao's head and immediately got a response. There was another incident in the cafeteria. A high school student was so afraid to touch Yao that he spilled his lunch on himself and then demanded that she pay for his dry cleaning. But instead the girl took a hose and doused him from head to toe. At the same time, the rest of the offenders got it. Kiming stopped his friend and immediately attacked Sensui. Who needed her for such hooliganism? Don't look at me like that. Only now did the school administration pay attention to the violence. Violence from Yao. She was given a warning suddenly. Sun Shin knocked over the microphone stand, allegedly accidentally touched it when he went to the toilet. This way he was able to distract the principal's attention from Yao. And like her rowdy brother, her sister is a diligent student and the pride of the school. Soon she saved Yao's number in her phone just in case, because she is his future girlfriend. Sun Shi-yan is one of the few girls who treats Yao well. The poor girl is trying to treat herself with ointment. After all, she doesn't have money for expensive laser treatments. Her mother earns money at home with massage, and Yao accidentally interrupted the session. What are you doing here? Do you like watching during the day? Yao's mother kicks her out of the house so that clients don't stare at the little girl. The girl forcibly took the money she needs for treatment. Her class is going on a field trip to a museum. Yao jumped out for a second, leaving her backpack on the bus. Xiaomi saw it and ordered the driver to go. Optimist Sun Shi, as always, supported her friend, especially since they can get to the museum on another bus. Sun Shi saved his and her sister's numbers in her phone just in case. The boy saw Kingmin give Song Shang his coat and start pulling his sweater on Yao. Song Shang wants a real relationship like his sister's. However, Yao constantly resists this. The girl finally reached for her backpack, but there was no money in it. Xiaomi had bought cakes for the whole class with it. Did you spend all my money? Not all, here's the change. Yao pounced on Xiaomi and slapped her across the cheeks. She also smeared her ointment on her face. Only Kiming was able to stop the beating. This is a disgusting act, the disgusting classmate reads. If her eyes had been hurt, you would have been in trouble. I already have problems. Kiming asked his friend to explain how she got infected, but it was as much of a mystery to her. We learned that Mat Yao gives herself to clients for a small extra fee after a massage. After taking a shower, the man grabbed a towel. Yao, are you crazy? Why this towel? Why are you yelling? I always wipe myself with it. Yao thinks that he and Simin have nothing to talk about. A successful boy will never understand her problems. For him, the world is bright and welcoming. She is just a poor daughter of a single mother. He was so busy with the Olympics and his girlfriend that he did not notice how she was being bullied, and she just wants to be like everyone else. Returning home, Himing immediately felt his mother's care. But Yao began to rummage through things, looking for valuables and money to finally pay for the necessary procedures. Suddenly, the girl found a thick bag of banknotes. It was signed, "I'm going to school." Returning home, the woman pounced on her daughter. She was at the principal's. And where did this brat manage to catch the infection at such an age? I don't know, Yao answered. I've never even been to a sauna and always dried myself with my own towel. And then it finally dawned on the mother that the girl was sick because of her. Yao got infected from that lustful client. The woman took her daughter by the hand and silently led her to the hospital. Finally, Yao will be able to forget about this problem. One evening, Yao saw her enemy, Xiao Mei, being beaten by former classmates. The girl rushed to her and demanded that she not tell anyone about it, okay? Pay for silence, you spent my money. Yao did not take the money. She wanted her to suffer and just leave. That same evening, they wrote to some hooligans she knew to beat up Kiming's girl. Yao received a message from them asking her to come to the school, but she thought that they confused her with Song, so she forwarded the message to her. The girl was just supposed to meet Simon and decided that he had changed the meeting place. Soon unknown people began to pursue Song Shang. Escaping, the girl ran into roof and accidentally tripped and fell down. Xiaomi received a text message from her accomplices saying that they did nothing. She fell off the roof and crashed. Both friends blame Yao for everything. After all, it turns out that she lured Song Shang into a trap. The whole school is gossiping that Yao ordered the girl because she was jealous of her. She is a murderer. Yao was left completely alone. The students saw the girl standing by the river bank and ran to her. Some of the guys ask her to come back and not do stupid things. Others laugh and egg her on, quote, "I didn't do it," Yao screamed at the top of her voice. Finally, soon she came running to protect the girl. Only he stood up to the crowd. Even Kiming was silent. Yao reminded the students how evil they were. How many nasty things they did. They did it, they won't even remember it when she's gone. They'll pretend to be good kids and continue living as if nothing happened. How you stuffed chalk into my mouth. How you set my hair on fire with a lighter. You humiliated me with vile words and decent nicknames. Cruel and stupid. Yao stumbled and fell into the water, but soon she immediately saved her and pulled her out onto the shore. The police conducted an investigation and quickly found Xiaomi. The schoolgirl received a prison sentence. Ping and his family moved. He no longer spoke to Yao and gave her a bouquet as a farewell gift. Mom sold the massage table and son. She transferred to another school, but he did not abandon Yao after the tragedy and continued to build a relationship with her. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.